This is all set energetically in a clearing or serious happy place of my guest's choosing. So where would you say Steve Furst goes to get clutter-free, inspirational and able to think? What I love about this is every guest interprets this differently. Steve Furst, what is your clearing, please?
Yeah, I mean, I need a literal clearing. I do have a metaphorical clearing. I got quite into transcendental meditation, so I've been doing that for a few years, and I suppose that is a clearing. But it's clearing my mind in an actual clearing, and I'm very lucky enough to live very close to Kensington Gardens, where I've lived pretty much near 40 years on and off. And there is a particular, and it is a clearing in the, you go through the trees and there's a large area and it looks back up to Kensington Palace. And I've said to my kids that when I'm cremated, this is where the ashes are to be scattered. I have a deep draw to this area and a deep pull to it. And that's only really got stronger. I moved away to villages. I moved away to the seaside. I've come back, and that's always my sort of happy place. I love the view. It's not like the top of Primrose Hill, which, if that's your happy place, that's brilliant. But you usually share it with 400 other people on any given day.
Yes, your ashes are going to get convoluted with the billions of other people.
Yeah, and that comes with noise. And a clearing should be exactly that. It should be a noise-free. It's a pocket in central London, and to have a pocket that's pretty quiet all the time is fantastic. And it's never let me down yet.
And may I congratulate you for your interpretation of that. Kensington Gardens in a clearing. When were you last there, Steve?
Yesterday.
I love that.
There's a Henry Moore sculpture. As you look down, there's a beautiful Henry Moore. And then beyond that, up the slope, is Kensington Palace. So it's quite a view, really. It's art, history, nature, all in one.
May I just say nom, 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 nom. Thanks for unpacking that. That was beautiful. Also, I love the undercurrent of there being a sort of transcendental aspect to it as well.
Yeah.
Because of your spirituality and mindfulness and being present when you're there.
Game changer. That, by the way, that in the last 3 years has changed my life.
Do you want to say a bit more about that?
I tried to do various meditations, and then a few years ago, I was just sort of kicking around on the internet, and a David Lynch Foundation thing came up. And of course, I knew he was into transcendental meditation. And then I watched a bit, and then that turned me on to watching, oh, right, Jerry Seinfeld's been into it for 30 odd years, and various other people that I admired. And then, of course, the way the algorithm works, pops the Transcendental Meditation Center in London. Would you like to go on a free 1-hour session? In terms of finding out more, I did. Then I signed up for it. And yes, it's one of those things you do have to sign up for. You do have to be given a mantra. What is an amazing thing is that you can't do it badly. You can't do it wrong. You can do it anywhere. And I just find it's been invaluable, especially if I'm doing shows like a matinee evening show, where I would normally have a little schluff in between, little sleep in between with meditation. You know, I might hit the gym for half an hour, come back, do 20 minutes of meditation, and I'm so alert for that second show, whereas it would always be an hour of kind of gathering yourself, get the engines going again in order to kind of focus. With this, it's like you just come out of the gate completely, all the synapses are firing, and physically and mentally you feel completely invigorated.
That's very inspirational to me personally, and I know anyone listening as well. I'd love to talk to you more about that anon, because I completely relate to the fact it needs to be guided, because I think I'm probably at the cusp of, God, I'd love it if somebody could guide me through.
I'd have to stress, it doesn't need to be guided. When I was first doing meditation, I was guided.
Yes.
TM, there's no guidance at all. You're given your mantra, and it's just a repetition of it. You allow thoughts into your head. If they come in, if it's noisy, fine. Your repetition of the mantra just pushes them out. 20 minutes of TM is equivalent to 8 hours of the deepest sleep you can possibly have.
I need some of that, monkey. Love
exactly.
that. And when you say given your mantra, is that something that's sort of personally attributed to you?
It is, and it's a simple word, and it's kind of just a phonetic word that doesn't really mean anything. And because I've been doing it for a few years, I've added to that mantra with another word, and that kind of strengthens it's an advanced technique, and you go deeper quicker. You're not allowed to tell anyone what your mantra is. There's a kind of, but it's yours for life.
And how does it get allocated? I know that's a really clumsy way of saying it.
Well,
But
I think personality types, what you want from it, because there's an interview process.
Yes.
And I presume there's a kind of well of phonetic sounds that work for certain personalities. Yeah. So I always thought, wouldn't it be, not knowing what other people's are?
Yes.
I'm always curious. Maybe they've just got one and they're lazy and they just say you can never have anyone else. Are we all using Big Dog's cock as our mantra? But yeah, it's it's worked for me, and I am, there's nothing, the zeal of the newly converted, but I will espouse the glory of it.
I love the idea of talking somebody into transcendental meditation. You had me at Big Dog's cock.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give you your own mantra. It costs 400 quid. Big Dog's cock. Don't tell anybody. That's yours.
And can I commend you also for a storytelling hook? That was awesome. Thank you very much.